Hello friends, today I'm going to give you the introductions of this channel, which is uh, Safe Tech. The main purpose of this channel is actually to promote the understanding of the technical safety, to help the newcomers, the new engineers, to contribute to make the workplace more safer. And for the professionals, it would be just sharing of the knowledge, or you can say the back to basic uh, concepts. In this channel, uh, I would try my best to give you the snapshots, sometime in detail, sometime in brief, uh, to cover all these topics, but these are not limited to this list. All these topics are basically the key requirements for the competency of a technical safety. Now, in current working environment, technical safety is also uh, crossing the barriers of the fire protection engineering, and uh, it's basically covering all the basic skill level things, which is normally the attributes of the fire protection engineers. So, in a design company, technical safety engineers has to do all the calculations, the measurements, the identifications of the fire system design as well. So now going to the list of the topics that we will cover, and we will cover with examples in most of the cases where we have to do some uh, calculations. Loss prevention philosophy, the concept of the philosophy, and the role of the philosophy in the facility design. We will discuss this thing. What is the basis of design, and what is the difference of the basis of design? Here I'm calling BOD from the philosophy. So in most of the cases, people are confused with the difference of the philosophy and basis of design. And then we will try to cover the hazard identifications methods, uh, which is mainly hazard uh, hazard identifications, and hazards and operability, and what if analysis. What we will do here is we will not go into a detail that how to do these methods, how to perform these studies, because it's available in the YouTube channels. But we will try to understand the mistakes, the quality concerns in these studies, and how a safety engineers can evaluate the quality performance of a third party which will normally be hired to conduct all these studies or to facilitate these workshops. After that, we will try to make the things more clear regarding the risk, understanding of the risk, and the risk matrices available in the safety engineering field to gauge and quantify the risk. And then we will go to the quantitative sides of the safety engineering, which is basically the hazard analysis, where hazard analysis is done by doing the discharge calculations for a loss of containment scenario, normally LOC, and then we will do the calculations to understand the effects models available in the industry. We will do the jet fire modeling. We will cover the pool fire, flash fire, explosions. Now, in the explosions calculations, we will understand what is the uh, TNO, multi-energy methods, what is the BS Baker-Stallo methods, and we will try to understand the applicability of the CAM methods, which is actually developed by the Shell. There's another method which is called TNT methods. We will also do some examples of that method, and we will understand the limitations and the applicability of that methods. And then we will go to the toxic effects calculations, which is basically dispersions. So we will use, for all these calculations, I will try to give you the understanding of the basic models by doing the hand calculations, and after that we will use some software tools available in the market to understand that how softwares normally calculates these effects. And then we will understand the frequency estimation methods. I mean, how do we calculate the release frequency? That is, normally we will understand the part count methods, and then the event frequency, and then the consequence frequency. So here's actually you will understand that how the event tree will work. Risk quantifications and assessment is basically we, after these consequence analysis and the frequency analysis, we will combine both of those analyses to compare the impact with the evaluated, or sorry, with the target criteria. This comparison is called evaluations. So we will do the evaluations, and the evaluations plus analysis is basically the assessment. This is the total process of assessment. So risk quantifications is basically give us the relative measure of the risk, which is actually given us the values to understand the risk and to apply the control measures accordingly. Okay, after that we will understand the industrial hygienes. We will understand how to identify the hazards related to the hygienes, how to evaluate them, and how to apply the control measures. We will do all these things by solving the examples. The fire preventions, we will understand the concept of the fire preventions and all the elements that normally covers inside the fire preventions. We will do the calculation example as well. Fire detections and the fire control. These are the big words, so and they are having a lot of detail inside. So I'm not putting all those subtopics that those will be covered inside these, but we will see that how can we give the maximum understanding for the beginners regarding to these topics. Now the last is basically active fire protection systems. Here we will cover mainly the fire water system design concepts, and the hydraulics, and then pacifier protections. Here we will cover the requirement of the fireproofing, the requirement of pacifier system, like the drainage and things like that. Uh, Control of ignition's energy. Here we will go into a little detail into the hazardous classifications, and we will do one example for that as well. Escape and evacuation philosophy for a facility, how to develop the philosophy, how to uh, you know uh, sort out the requirements for the escapes and evacuation philosophy, what is the best method to find out the appropriate locations for the muster point and the assembly points. uh, Next is the safety critical element. So we will cover the way to identifications, way for identification of safety critical elements, and we will use the bow tie analysis technique here, and then we will understand how to develop the performance standards for these critical elements, and how can we figure out the safety critical task from this exercise. So this is the brief of the topics that we will cover in this channel, um, and I will try my best to give you the understanding with the examples, with the calculation examples. One of the things that we will learn here is that we will go through the already done exercises or the reports, and we will highlight, okay, what are the mistakes that they have done, and how can we avoid those mistakes in our work, so that we can avoid any major accidents and save the lives. Okay guys, thank you very much for your time and listening. So to get all the videos which will cover all these topics and many more, please subscribe to this channel, and stay tuned by clicking the bell button. Okay, thank you. Bye.